This started out to be a lesson in metaphysics but turned out to be a major GFL intel drop. Loving something, a thing, or situation, doesn't mean you have to accept it as it is. Me, Ivo, I'd like to explain this to people. I think we have this wrong here on Earth. Ivo, very well. Me, if you love somebody, do you have to accept them completely as they are? Ivo, it would be preferable to do this in the case of someone you love, my dear, otherwise you are subject to conditional love and that falls into the realms of divisiveness and separation consciousness. People have free will, and with that, they can be whoever they want. To be able to love someone with free will, means that you must in fact use yours to accept them as they are. This is your power. Free will is derived from love, as all is. Me, so if you're in a relationship where you're not using your free will, Ivo, then you are in a relationship of control, where you are being controlled. That is not love, that is control. Me, okay, that makes sense. Now can we talk about things in the same regard? Ivo, very well. It is different when you talk about things. Things do not have free will as they are creations of humanity. So they are what you call objects. You cannot, in fact, love an object. You can only love another creature that has free will. You create objects, you like your objects, but to say you love your car is not love in the same sense as loving a mate, although it has been claimed to be such. That is an exaggeration. The human being is created to love each other, but to manipulate things. What you do on Earth is you love things but manipulate each other. Me, okay, now what about a situation? Let's take some current situations into account now. One situation, the person acting as POTUS right now, who is demented and has to have instructions whispered to him. Many people don't love him because they love the real POTUS, Mr. T. Can't you love two people? Ivo, of course. If they are in fact both human and have free will. In fact Mr. B is not human and so he does not have free will. Me, some people love him, I think. Ivo, then refer back to what I said about loving objects. Me, maybe that's why they do it. Well, too, because we live in a materialistic society. That's why they want us to love our things. Ivo, not true love. Me, so he's an object, that's funny. Ivo, it is a fact, my love. Me, clones do have 3 chakras, maybe 4. Ivo, but they do not have the chakras of the spirit, my love. Only the chakras that relate to the physical world. The love that comes to you through the higher chakras, which this object does not have. Me, okay. I hear clones can have children, though. Ivo, and what do these clones do to their children? Me, I rest my case. Okay, we'll take another situation then. What about the desertion of the White House? Mr. T is in Florida and Mr. B is in a movie set in California. The White House itself is basically deserted and it looks like they're setting up gallows there, which is kind of freaky. Ivo, they are doing so because this is the only piece of land that exists within the US that is not actually considered to be American soil. So anything goes there. The corporation of the US is now defunct, and this corporation was headquartered in DC, so it stands to reason now that this piece of land can be used for any act of war or peace. The rest of the US is under constitutional law and must be used to this end. Me, so if they want to hang somebody they have to do it outside of their country. Ivo, they can do it inside of the US, of course, however if they wish to put to death a person without proper US trial then it has to be done in the District of Columbia. What they are doing is arresting these objects as we discussed and will put them to death on that parcel of land. The real players, the actual humans, have been arrested long ago and will stand public trial and sentencing on constitutional land. What is going on in DC is being kept from you for this reason. These are not the real trials you are to see. Me, this must be a clone problem. And I still didn't get to ask the question I wanted to. I was trying to state what we've been talking about all along, and that is that if you don't like some situation, something, then you have to love its opposite. So if you want JB to relinquish whatever hold he has over people's minds, then love seeing Mr. T return to power. Love the opposite of the evil that so many are seeing. That's how to use the mind. If you don't like seeing people wearing masks, then love the opposite, a return to non-mask wearing. Bear in mind that because we're a collective, that you have all the other minds to oppose you while you seek this majority. Me, so what's going on in DC isn't even the real deal. That'll be down the road. Ivo, yes. Me, wow. Who knew? Ivo, I did. Me, lol. Okay, but that building is empty now, at least we think it is. How do they get them all back there? Ivo, they were there. And they were arrested? Me, it must get confusing with about 15 different Hillarys running around. Holy cow. You've got to get rid of the clones and try whatever originals are still alive. Ivo, yes. You cannot try an object. The clone is not considered a true human being. Me, wouldn't they try some of them for the sake of our seeing it? Ivo, trying a clone in place of a dead human being? Me, yes. Ivo, perhaps for the sake of visuals, yes. But understand many of these leaders are dead already. Their clones only exist. Me, no wonder this is complicated. Ivo, it is. Me, oh. I get it. An intuition. Can you imagine they're trying a clone and the clone yells out, I'm not really Mrs. C, I'm her clone. You can't try me because I'm not her. These clones won't be able to stand trial within our legal system, particularly because they're not free will humans. Ivo, correct, my love. But these clones will stand trial in galactic courts. What happened in DC during the days after Mr. T's walking away and taking up office in Florida will never be known to Earthlings until such time that disclosure is underway, because this is an exopolitical issue, not a political issue. Me, wow. Except for this message. It would be a technicality the clones could evade our court systems with. I'm also intuiting that the courts that are taking up space within the White House are of a more galactic nature since these clones are often negative incarnates, so that's why all the sneaking around. OMG. No wonder the pundits who don't believe in aliens aren't getting this. Ivo, correct my love. We have our own galactic lawyers, if you will, and tribunals to try these beings. Me, why not just take them off planet? Ivo, do you think we desire that? Me, oh yeah. Leave them here. Let them die here too. Although other ones have gone. Ivo, these are the stronger ones, more connected to the AI system. The bodies must die here, but the demonics who possess them must be encapsulated and dispensed with later. Me, okay, thank you, Ivo. Ivo, my love, I bid you good evening. Me, wow. Mind blown.